doing. And it's really important that actually across the industry, we always parrot these things out. So first of all, open banking is an opt-in only thing. It's not an opt-out thing. So no consumer will find suddenly their details spread out all over the internet. It's something that will only happen if they positively engage with it. Number two is that we never require a customer to share their username or password with any entity other than their bank. For those of you who know what screen scraping is, that's how open banking APIs are fundamentally different from screen scraping, where the customer is required to give their username and password to a third party who then takes it to the bank and effectively impersonates them. That's great for the consumer. It's great for fintechs, because it's my view that the adoption rate for customers, when they're not required to do something as alien as sharing their username and password with a third party, will embrace the service a lot more. And we're beginning to see that happening already. The customer has to give their explicit consent, and that's explicit consent under GDPR. It's not consent bundled into 32 pages of terms and conditions that Facebook should provide you with. It goes on one mobile page, consent's broken down very specifically what is the purpose or the use case that the third party is requiring the information for. It is as easy to revoke permission as it is to give permission. So we've created an infrastructure where the customer, once they've given their permission to the third party, can either go to the third party or to their bank and revoke that permission, just at the flick of a switch. Really important. Technically, very hard to do, but very important. Only authorised third parties that can access the open banking ecosystem. These are third parties that are authorised by the FCA. And they have to meet the stringent requirements of PSD2, they have to meet the stringent requirements of the FCA. So they have to have sufficient capital, they have to have good security systems, cyber security protection, insurance, the directors need to be fit and proper, and they need to be named by the FCA, and they are supervised by the FCA. And the final thing actually is if the customer does have a problem, there is a customer redress mechanism whereby they can actually get their complaint heard by the entire ecosystem. Because it's a fundamentally different way of doing things. In the past, if Barclays lost your data, you went to Barclays and you said, I've got a problem with you, Barclays. That's what I call a vertically integrated industry. What open banking does is it enables an ecosystem. And actually then, it's not really clear who's lost your data, or who's at fault, or who you seek redress from, or who makes you whole. And so we've created a fundamentally new thing, a dispute management system, which is a workflow process, effectively, where all of these parties in the ecosystem work together to make sure the customer's looked after. So these are the kind of things that we've created up front, technically challenging,